opportunity tonight. A 2-0 start means they are on their way to the knockout rounds. Having this game at home is big.
And now check it out how the Los Angeles Lakers are doing. This is such an important game for them. Losing their first group stage game, they have to win tonight.
Yeah, and it will not be easy. They're on the road, staring down a 0-2 start in the Cup. And that second loss pretty much eliminates you from advancing.
And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron James out there with Kobe Bryant. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Martin in at the 2 spot. Now here's Paul. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Cousins with a screen on Doncic. 5 on the clock. From the arc. O'Neal pulls it in. Here's Martin. And that one is stuffed right through.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Paul. Up and over Doncic. And that one's good. Paul.
Oh man, Paul finding the soft spot and executing to perfection.
Pass to James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Here's Cousins. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Paul against Doncic. No luck on that one. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Smith. O'Neal pulls it in.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Oh! Look at him fly!
Look at that power.
And we are witnessing some classic high-flying action.
Is that a crowd pleaser or what? No matter what building you're in.
Wow, I am speechless at the kind of athleticism needed to pull that off.
And that one's good. Williamson.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with James Borrego. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. To the middle. And Cousins gets it to go on the assist from Paul.
A playmaker on a totally different level, Paul can cut defenses to shreds with his play calls.
As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Greg.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, BA. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
Smith against Martin. Inside. Here's Cousins. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck.
And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in. No good on the second free throw. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
Cousins finds Smith. And the Pelicans miss again. Los Angeles leading by 3. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Pass to Paul. Stolen by Bryant. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Bryant's got his second basket of the game.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Paul passes to Cousins. From 6 feet away. The kick out to Paul. Williamson outside. The three, Smith. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie. You could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
Pass to Williamson. Cousins with a screen on Bryant. To the right side. Williamson outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've started strong this year, holding the second-place spot. And, of course, the Pelicans, 3.5 games behind.
Seeing where the Pelicans are, they wanted to get better. They're putting in the work. Maybe the results will start coming later in the year.
Yeah, this is a team that has some talent, but they're still searching for that consistency night in and night out.
Tipped away. On the wing, Bay. 6 to shoot. To snap the cold streak. And Reeves pulls it down.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Takes a 13-footer. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Pelicans trail by 5. Williamson with it. Picked up by James. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season. The Lakers making a switch here. A moment here to see the numbers for Trey Murphy.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Bay outside. Now here's Williamson. He's closely guarded. Cousins with the screen. Bay from long range. And they'll get another chance. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. 4-3. And it's Martin with the rebound.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And the shot goes. Martin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Cousins with a screen on Martin. Out to the right wing. Cousins with it. He's against O'Neal. Back to Williamson. Oh, swiped away. Now here's Reeves. Defense is right there. It's Martin on the wing. He's guarded by Paul. Reeves lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Los Angeles leading by 7. To the inside. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by Reeves. Bryant's got 6.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Cousins gets the bucket.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Martin against Paul. They swipe it, and here's the fast break. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Legs talking about Trey Murphy. Just how good can he become?
Well, his improvement has really been something to watch, B.A. He's a talented scorer and shooter who also does a great job moving the ball. And the scary thing is he has more room to improve.
Pass to Cousins. Here's Paul. And he gets it to go. And now just a three-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, and despite his relative lack of size, CP very crafty finishing inside.
Outside Reeves. Screen by O'Neal. Good drive by Reeves. And there's the rejection. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. The Pelicans making a switch here. Queen's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Ayton, he's checked in for O'Neal. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Martin. Just 5 on the clock. And they're pushing it up. Finished off the break. He's got 6. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Here's Doncic. And that time also a missed shot. And it's Williamson with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 1. Bay passes to Queen. Crafty move. And he comes up with a bucket.
I just love the ball movement.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. A minute 22 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Murray. Here's Fears. He's covered by Reeves. Bay from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, Bay knows his team needs this from him, and he's just finding ways to get productive at the arc.
Murray against Doncic. 46 seconds left in the first. Pass to Ayton. Cousins with the steal. Here's Fears. Murray up top. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. Now Doncic. Here's Ayton. And Ayton, throw it down.
Man, oh man, look at the agility for a guy that size. DeAndre, throw it down. I love it.
Murray against Doncic. Outside Murray. Pass to Bay. For 3, Fears. Excellent D there from Bryant. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Pelicans on. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
They've got Fears. Also, DeJounte Murray out there. Saddiq Bey out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Queen in at the power forward position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Wow, he's so composed. Luka knows that he's going to get hit and keeps his balance to get the inside score.
Cousins with a screen on Reeves. Driving in. Down low. And Cousins throws it down.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Doncic against Murray. Oh, Luka, too much inside.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Outside Murray to the paint. Cousins can't hit. And here are the Lakers. Pass to Reeves. Here's Money. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Well, New Orleans shooting around 44%. Not bad. And Tim, after a change of leadership in the front office, the Pelicans looking to set a new standard.
Yeah, and the credibility and clout of this experienced front office, hopefully spurring buy-in and alignment from top to bottom.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Luka Doncic talked about wearing purple and gold. He said it's the Lakers. So many past legends, so many championships. You don't come here for anything else. So I have everything left to prove, and that's the goal. I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. Brian, back to you.
A new beginning. Thank you, Allie.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's the kid, coming off a 34-point game against Oklahoma City.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved. You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
Well, with his size and a soft touch to go with it, that's an easy bucket.
Smith, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the Lakers also making a change. Martin's checked in. Cousins gets the bucket.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
On the wing, Reeves. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Cousins. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Reeves against Smith. Pass to Cousins. Oh, he picked him clean. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's Queen. They kick it out to Murray. And the three off target.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Money with the bucket.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Pass to Queen. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Tries the spin move. Clock at 6. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Money. Down low. Cousins with the steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Smith. The 15-footer is good. Smith's got his first points in this one.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
That'll be a 5-second call. And while we have a moment, let's take a look at the most proficient long-range shooters in this rookie class. Williamson's checked in for Queen. Smith passes to Williamson. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. The Lakers trail. Pass to Money. There's the three, bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Williamson, right side. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Knocked loose. And here comes the break. Martin with the ball. Checked by Murray. Martin misses.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Murray's shot is good.
Yeah, Murray taking it to the rim with a tremendous amount of confidence. His athleticism really gets him through in those moments.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Grant, a little background on the NBA Cup tournament this game is part of. It traces its origins back to the WNBA Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, the WNBA was set to feature the in-season tournament in 2020, but the pandemic delayed that start until 2021. Since then, it's been a wild success, and the NBA decided to run one of their own.
And New Orleans making a change here. Paul's checked in. James is checked in for Los Angeles. Bryant comes in for Reeves. Outside Paul. Smith passes to Paul. Cousins with a screen on Martin. Clock at 4. Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Martin misses. The Pelicans trail. Paul looking over the floor. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Murray's checked in. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting into the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove this season in a big way.
Making the commitment. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Stolen! Here's Martin. Goes back up. Here's Bryant. Hauled in by Paul.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Smith. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Queen, he's checked in for New Orleans. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Back to James, and stolen by Williamson. Here's Williamson. Ooh, can't throw it down with one hand.
What a contest. That looked like a guaranteed bucket.
Martin with the bucket.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And so Paul will bring it up for New Orleans. They trail by 1. Williamson outside. Pass to Queen. Murray against Bryant. Now here's Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Here's Money. Now here's Martin. Covered by Smith. Martin, the pass to Money. Good as the jump shot falls. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. James, a screen on Smith. Luka Doncic is checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Money. No good on the quick 3.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Queen, pass to Paul. Kicks it out to Williamson. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Unbelievable. It defies physics. How can a guy that big stay in the air that long?
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Doncic! You see the strength. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Paul against James. Outside Paul. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Paul against Doncic. Shoots over Paul. Pass to Money. The deep 3. No good. 3 for 6 shooting in this game. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Paul. The 3, Smith. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 8 assists here tonight.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Los Angeles has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Doncic against Paul. Here's Bryant. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Paul with it. He's got 7. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Shot clock at 6 to the middle. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And there's a pick from the stripe. Money with the bucket. Money's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Here's Murray. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them reduce their attempts from downtown. And quite frankly, I think that's a good idea.
Pass to Money. Now James. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Cousins, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy comes in for DeJounte Murray. Outside Paul. Launches it. He can't hit that time. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And here's Bryant outside. And at the count it! Just
textbook, kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's just great awareness. One eye on the clock, one eye on the hoop.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Los Angeles leading by 1. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I'm alongside Coach James Borrego. And, Coach, a nice effort so far. What's the key here in the second half, though?
Stay with our defense. That's the key. When we have our opportunities, push the pace. But we got to get stops, push it at them, and keeping a rhythm offensively at our point. Defense
leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Hey, folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely contested game so far.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, these guys are already playing great. I like their futures, brighter than our shiny heads under these lights.
Ah, yes, to be follically challenged. Most rookies don't know about that yet. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Second half underway. Here's who J.J. Redick's got on the floor. We've got LeBron James. He's out there with Kobe Bryant, and it's O'Neal in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Pelicans trail. Here's Williamson. Zion inside. Man, he's just built for that.
And this is where Williamson is unstoppable from close range.
Doncic on the wing. He's guarded by Paul. Doncic finds Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Cousins. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul drives in. 3-pointer. Rebound, the Lakers. O'Neal's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Martin. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Martin's got 13.
Well, LeBron knows how to share the load. He's always getting other guys involved out there on the floor.
Paul. For 3, Smith. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Hachimura's checked in for Bryant. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. Paul for 3. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Martin, kicks it to Doncic. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Back to O'Neal. Powered down after the assist, led him to the lane.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Pelicans trail by 4. New Orleans calls timeout. And in the draft lottery, the Pelicans falling 4 spots, Tim. The 3rd worst record last season, but earning the number 7 pick.
Well, BA, they have had a streak of bad luck when you really think about it. They're looking to rise above those setbacks and finally deliver on their potential.
The ball's knocked loose. And it's the Lakers on the break. Martin with the ball, guarded by Smith. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from James. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Here's Doncic. Doncic is doubled, and there's James from the arc. The putback. Martin outside. From deep. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, the defense has to pay so much attention to Luka, and he knows he'll always have an option for a kick-out 3.
And that one's good. Williamson.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And let's take a look at the top rookie rebounders. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Guys, back to you.
A rare opportunity. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Now Doncic. He's got 6. Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. Hachimura with a screen on Paul. Here's Doncic. Clock at 6. Here's James. The Pelicans pull it in. Cousins, the pass to Paul. Ooh, Zion with the flush.
Well, this is what Zion is capable of, and it makes you think, man, if this guy could only find consistent help.
Here's Martin. He takes it in. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pelicans. And a quick look at how New Orleans' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Tim, so many different offensive systems in the NBA. You have a personal favorite to watch?
Yeah, I think I've got a soft spot in my heart for those systems that involve player movement and ball movement, particularly trying to get shooters looks off of screens.
I love the .5 offenses, in and out of the hands, moving the ball fast.
No doubt about it, very difficult to defend.
Pelicans trail by 3. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question, they're in a nice rhythm offensively.
And Paul gets it to go.
Paul entered the league with an already developed game, but then he made his jumper pure.
Doncic outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. From 18 feet away. Second chance effort. Pass to the kid. Kicks it to Doncic. To the left side wing. Here's the kid. Sinks the tray. The kid's got himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
A step back shot. That one rolls around and rims out. The Lakers lead by 4. Doncic finds Martin. Here's the floater. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on to DeMarcus Cousins. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Lakers. Bryant comes in for Hachimura.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Here's Paul. And Cousins throws it down.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Doncic passes to Martin. Back to Doncic. Takes a 3. stolen by Smith. To the inside. Here's Williamson. And it's rejected. They retain possession. Off target from three-point range.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Here's Doncic. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Blocked! And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Bay, he's checked in for Smith. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Lakers. And here's New Orleans now. 4-point game. Bay passes to Paul. Fires from deep. And Ayton pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Here's Martin. Tries again. Doesn't fall. He's 8 for 15 from the floor now. Outside Paul. The three is up. They get the rebound.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Ball against Martin. Up and in on the layup. Martin's got 12 now in this quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Paul for three. The Lakers with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
He has such an impressive night for Zion. He has the ability.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Now here's Martin. Give him 23. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Smart. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Substitution for your team.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. The kid passes to Smart. There's the triple. That one no good. Well, New Orleans shooting around 45% since the break. Bay against Bryant. On the wing, Bay. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Stolen by Ayton. Martin inside. He's guarded by Paul. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got 14 points here in the second half.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Cousins with a screen on Smart. Pass to Murray. Here's the three. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Ayton, a screen on Murray. Here's Martin. Pass to the kid. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Cousins. Cousins has got rebound number 8 here already in the game for the tie. And Paul lays it in. Paul's got 11.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And here's Martin. Smart, a screen on Paul. Here's Martin. No good, a bit long that time. And so Murray will bring it up for the Pelicans. Right side, Paul. Over Smart. Paul, shot is off. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Martin. Counted from distance. Martin's got 28 points for the game.
Well, his role this half has been to help them space the floor.
Pass to Queen. Here's Murray. He's guarded by Martin. Here's Queen. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Right side, Paul. Stolen by Ayton. It'll count. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 3. Don't go. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Sadiq Bey out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Smith. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Queen in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The Lakers shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Doncic passes to James. Murray against Doncic. 5 to shoot. Over Murray. A nice shot by Doncic. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
Hey, from long range. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Doncic against Murray. Martin right side. Up and over Smith. Martin misses.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
And the basket is good. Now it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And here's James. Here's Bryant. Here's O'Neal. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Murray, no good. The Lakers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Kicks it out to Bryant. And the layup is good. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Over to the wing. Williamson, right side. Pass to Queen. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Martin. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Queen. The 3-ball. And again, New Orleans no good.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Williamson. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Bryant, the pass to O'Neal. Nice move. Jams it in off a great move.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Smith. On the wing, Bey. Williamson outside. Now Murray. They still need this. Drops in the 3. Murray's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, Murray won't let a shot pass him by, so he just goes after the corner 3.
Murray against Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. He completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
For New Orleans, Cousins, he's checked in for Queen. Trey Murphy comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's Chris Paul in for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Outside Paul. Inside, Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Bryant, a screen on Paul. Here's Doncic. Ooh, stolen by Smith. To the paint. And Cousins throws it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Count it.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession. Yeah, he needs to settle down a little bit. You don't want to leave this game because of foul trouble.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Outside Paul. Over Doncic. No good off the glass. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Back to Martin. And there's the screen. Fires for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Martin's got 31.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Cousins. 4 on the clock. Here's Bay. Rebounded by the Lakers. Martin's got 5 rebounds in the game. Doncic against Paul. Back to Martin. Now here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Good on the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
They're playing a lot more aggressively on the offensive boards in the second half, racking up a ton of second chance points.
Murray for 3. To end the run, and it's blocked by Martin, and they'll keep possession. The Lakers lead by 4. Here's Doncic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Saddiq Bey.
It just slipped there on the interior. Doncic draws the whistle.
He's off on the first. For New Orleans, Zion Williamson is checked in for Bey, and it's Smith in for DeJounte Murray. Good on the second one.
And after not a single trip to the line in the first half, he's starting to get the whistle now.
Out to the wing. Oh, deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
On defense, Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 6 to shoot. Cousins with the screen. New Orleans needs to get off the shot. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And that's what the fans came to see. Williamson taking to the skies.
Martin, the pass to Bryant. Paul against Martin. Back to Bryant. Martin outside. Fires the 3. The putback. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Martin with the ball. Out to the right wing. The kid passes to Martin. Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
And he dunks it down.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Paul. The three, Smith. That one doesn't drop.
You love their effort. They've owned the glass tonight.
Now Martin. Pass to Bryant. Takes the three. Rebounded by Paul.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Cuts off the pass. In transition. For three. Money from three.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence is impressive to see.
Cousins down low. He's against O'Neal. Ooh, the shot misses. Los Angeles leading by 8. Martin outside. 17-footer on the way.
Showing great poise. Passes up his own shot for something better.
And it's Paul with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And he can't stop the run as that misses. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. It's money from deep. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, B.A., it shows you how much the game has changed. I had the green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Smith with a screen on Doncic. Cousins with it. O'Neal covers. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smith. Puts up the tray. Oh, he can't hit it.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Even after a couple serious injuries, Cousins can still get up and down the court on the fast break.
Los Angeles leading by 11.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Lakers.
You know, we talk about this often. Second chance points can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah, they hit the offensive glass with a purpose and made the most of those extra touches.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for Money.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
Yes, sir! That one goes!
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Paul! Nope.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
His effort has been there since the opening tip. He is leading the way by example.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
James. Oh, he leaves no question.
This from Shaquille O'Neal.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Their record is now 1-1 in this group round. And you know they're breathing a sigh of relief.
But that's only temporary. They're going to have to dig deep if they want to eventually hoist the NBA Cup.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no